Okay.
Okay, let's move to 12 principles of Agile software. Okay, let's talk. So they came up these 12 principles. Okay, this is the Gita, Ramayana, and Quran of Agile, you can say. Okay, so your mindset will always follow these principles. Then only you can say, okay, you are following true Agile. Okay, so our first principle is our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. As I mentioned earlier, working software is the primary criteria of any progress of any Agile team. So if we are not able to satisfy with to customer with working software, if customer is not able to use any not any value with every sprint, then we are not following Agile. Okay, so for our highest priority should be satisfies customer through early and continuous valuable delivery. So if you have a sprint of 15 days duration, every 15 days we at the end of sprint we provide a demo to customer, and that is ready for we provide demo on UAT environment, just their yes or go or no go, yes or no, we push it to uh, uh, live environment. Okay, so continuous delivery of valuable software is first principle. Second principle is welcome changing requirement even late in the development. Agile processes harness changes for the customer's competitive advantage. So Agile say whatever, even at the last moment, even you are going to start your sprint, and if changes came, we need to adjust those changes in our upcoming sprint. We don't push anything in the running sprint. Okay, we cannot uh, admit those changes in the running sprint, but just before the sprint we can change our priority and we can deliver those things in the sprint. So this is second value emphasize on changing requirement. Third value is deliver working software frequently from couple of weeks to couple of months with a preference of a shorter time scale. So here it's talking about sprint duration. So some sprint duration, like it's all depends on team to team, company to company. Some company they have 1 week of a sprint duration. In some company they have 15 days of sprint duration. Some company have 1 month of sprint duration. So but it cannot be more than 1 month. So it's mentioned couple of months, but usually in practice we follow just 1 month of sprint duration in very extreme case. Like in my current sprint duration is my current project sprint duration is just 15 days. Okay. uh, Next principles say business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. So it's talking about daily scrum meeting. So in the scrum meeting, all the it's a cross-functional team, so all the team members gather together and they discuss everything, bottlenecks, impediments in the morning scrum meeting. And not only a scrum meeting, throughout the day they interact with each other, because Agile talks about co-location. All the team members should be placed at one place. Due to this COVID, now we are not no more at one place, but we are virtually connected. So before COVID, it's talked about all the people should work at one place and collaborate daily throughout the project. So if anybody have any problem, any doubt, or anything, any information required, so people are easily accessible to discuss all these things. Next principle talk about build project around motivated individuals, give them the environment and support they need, and trust them to get the job done. So here it talks about uh, team interaction. Groom junior developer. It's not like senior developer do their work and they hardly bother about junior developers and what are the challenges, issues they are facing. It's talk about just motivate every individual, give them the environment and support so they can deliver their best result. It's gives lot of emphasis on training or grooming, technical or functional grooming of individuals so they can deliver the result. Next principle talks about the most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within the development team is face-to-face conversation. So here I earlier I mentioned Agile talks about co-location. So whatever discussion is required, it's don't focus much on email or like Jira software. Like I have mentioned my comment in Jira, just go and see that. Don't focus a lot on that. Just a moment. Okay. Uh, and focus much on face-to-face conversation. So if somebody have any problem, just go to that seat, or not only problem, if they need any discussion or any interaction, just go to that person's seat and start face-to-face conversation. So here face-to-face conversation is very important in Agile. Working software is the primary measure of progress. As I mentioned earlier, see how many work you have done. You completed your HLD, LLD, architecture diagram, class diagram, everything you have done. But if it is not working software, then there is no point of those documentation. There is no point of those hard work. So end of the progress always measure with working software. At the end of the sprint, whatever you deliver, that is the primary criteria of progress of any software team or any sprint. Second principle talks about Agile processes promote sustainable development. Sponsored developers and users should be able to maintain a constant pace of indefinitely. So it's talk about, say, usually in the waterfall model, we usually see if a sponsor have a very high criteria, very high category, and we follow everything, whatever they say, regardless of those things are achievable or not achievable, and they don't have very tightly collaboration with at developer and testers level. So usually these higher management sponsors, they don't know the problem of a real problem of developers, testers, and they are not in a constant pace. So here you in the waterfall model, you can see that there is a lot of gap between higher management, sponsor, or a delivery manager, and the bottom level of developers, testers, and everyone. Here it's talked about, in this principle talks about sustainable development, like achievable development, and everyone in the team should be in the constant pace. They are synced with each other. They know each other's problem and they know each other's requirement. Okay. Continuous attention or technique. Next principle is continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhance agility. So in Agile, we don't have any separate time to develop architecture or technical where we don't have any time separate. So whatever sprint time we have, 15, suppose we have say 15 days of sprint time, in that time we need to focus technical excellence also. If we have some problem in code, we fix those issues then and there in that sprint. We don't require any extra time for that. So if any modification is required, anything we required as per code concern, we focus on that aspect in that sprint only. So it's continuous attention is required. Somebody from team always take care of those aspects. It's not like one developer finish their work and it's not reviewed. It's not. So that's why pair programming and mob programming, these are the very important aspect of any Agile team. Simplicity and the art of maximizing the amount of work not done is essential. So it's talk about don't make anything complex, keep everything simple. So everybody would understand that code base or that piece of code. It's not like we deliver something very complex and other people are not able to understand, or other team members are not able. Just try to keep simple everything. Don't make any complexity. Next principle is the best architecture, requirement, and design emerge from self-organizing team. So this is very important aspect of any Agile team. It's talk about self-organizing team. So there is no any external manager required to to manage team. Team should be capable enough to manage themselves. Team know what is important for them, what work they need to finish in that time duration. You don't require micromanagement in Agile team. So Scrum, that's why Scrum Master is the person who don't require focus much on micromanagement. They focus on rather giving solution of impediments, bottlenecks, so team able to work and produce their good result. Last principle is at regular interval, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tune and adjust its behavior accordingly. So it's again related to self-organizing team. So team can decide how they can be more effective. So at the end of a sprint, we usually we have one retrospective meeting, and in retrospective meeting we usually discuss what went well and what went wrong in the sprint, and how in the coming future we will continue good thing of the sprint and we will discard bad thing of the sprint. So every like it's a continuously entire team sit together and do the retrospective of their work, and they continue their good thing in the coming sprint. So they need to adjust their behavior and tune according to situation. Even individual level also, if two-person do collaboration and they tune their relationship and adjustment according to the benefit of the project. So this is the 12 principle which focus which is the behind of Agile Manifesto, and it focus more on you can see, if you see the gist, it's focus more on retrospective, focus more on delivery of continuous delivery of software, continuous delivery of value to the customer, and face-to-face conversation. So whenever you implement Agile in your team, you need to take care of these 12 principles in your Agile team. So any question on Agile principle, Niru and